What if the most decisive power on Earth was never meant to be seen? Far below the ocean's surface, beyond sunlight, beyond satellites, silent machines move through darkness. They leave no wake, no signal, no warning. For weeks, sometimes for months, they remain hidden beneath thousands of tons of water. Listening, tracking, waiting. Submarines are not symbols of speed or spectacle. They are instruments of patience. Their power lies in invisibility, in endurance, and in the ability to influence events without ever revealing their presence. In a world where power is measured by what can be shown, submarines follow a different logic. A logic built on silence, on restraint, on control of the unseen. If stories like this interest you, leave a like and subscribe. Many more chapters from history and modern technology are ahead. Submarines have become essential to modern naval operations because they operate where detection is hardest. Unlike surface ships, they patrol beneath the waves, concealed by water that absorbs sound, light, and electromagnetic signals. In this environment, a submarine can track ships and other submarines across vast distances, often without the target ever realizing it is being observed. Modern submarines are built not only to defend, but to deter. Their ability to remain hidden while carrying long-range weapons creates what is known as second strike capability. Even if a nation is attacked, submarines at sea can still respond. This single fact shapes global military planning. Beyond deterrence, submarines conduct surveillance. They collect intelligence. They deploy special forces. They operate in hostile waters. Their missions are defined by discretion. Success is not measured by confrontation, but by remaining undetected while objectives are completed. In this way, submarines influence global security simply by existing, unseen, but always present. Life aboard a nuclear submarine is built on structure, discipline, and interdependence. Every crew member belongs to a department, and every department depends on the others. Daily routines are carefully organized to maintain efficiency and morale during long deployments. The galley plays a central role. Meals are not just fuel. They are moments of normal life inside a highly technical, confined environment. Food quality matters because morale matters. Weapons teams maintain torpedoes and cruise missiles, ensuring readiness without urgency. Engineering divisions monitor propulsion, power generation, and environmental systems that control air, temperature, and water. In the control room, trained operators manage depth, navigation, and course. Here, even a minor error can affect the entire mission. The crew is trained to function as one system, overlapping roles, shared responsibility. This design creates resilience during long periods beneath the sea. The submarine itself is a triumph of engineering. Its design follows fundamental laws of physics: buoyancy, pressure, volume. Ballast tanks are filled or emptied with water to control whether the vessel sinks or surfaces. Balance is never static. It must be adjusted constantly, precisely. Most modern submarines use a double-hull structure. The outer hull shapes movement through water. The inner pressure hull protects the crew from crushing depths and freezing temperatures. Between them lie tanks, systems, and structural supports essential for survival. Control surfaces work much like those of an aircraft. Rudders guide direction. Diving planes control depth. Newer submarines include additional control surfaces to improve maneuverability across different speeds. Every element is designed for reliability, not comfort. Because beneath the surface, failure is not an option. Long missions require careful planning. Submarines cannot simply dock when supplies run low. Lightweight items, such as food or medical equipment, may be delivered by helicopter during brief surfacing operations. Heavier cargo is sometimes dropped by aircraft and retrieved using inflatable boats. This allows the submarine to remain operational with minimal exposure. Arctic operations introduce new challenges. Thick ice can block access to the surface. Reinforced sail structures and precise calculations are required to find thinner ice. When ice is too dense, crews may physically cut through it to access the hatches. These missions support scientific research, environmental monitoring, and strategic presence in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Eventually, every submarine reaches the end of its service life. Decommissioning is a meticulous process, especially for nuclear-powered vessels. Each section is carefully separated, lifted, recycled, safety, environmental protection, and material recovery guide every step. Submarines remain among humanity's most complex and influential machines. They combine endurance, stealth, and precision to shape events far beyond visible horizons. From silent patrols to carefully engineered interiors, they represent control without display, strength without noise. Beneath the surface, they continue to define the balance of power in the modern world. One of the most defining traits of a submarine is not its size, its speed, or its armament. It is silence. Every system on board is designed to minimize noise. Machinery is mounted on dampening platforms. Piping is insulated. Movement follows strict procedures. Even simple actions are performed with deliberate care. This discipline is not symbolic. It is operational. Sound travels far underwater. A single irregular noise can compromise concealment. Sonar operators monitor the acoustic environment continuously. They distinguish between natural ocean sounds, marine life, and distant mechanical signals. This skill takes years to master. Silence also shapes life on board. Without sunlight, weather, or a visible horizon, time is defined by routine. Artificial lighting simulates day and night. Schedules maintain balance. Communication with the outside world is limited and delayed. Isolation is constant, yet this isolation builds cohesion. Crews rely on trust, on predictability, on professionalism. Every individual understands that their actions affect everyone. In this environment, submarines become more than machines. They become closed systems where human discipline and technology merge. In the depths where visibility ends and pressure dominates, silence is no longer just absence of sound. It is a method, a safeguard, and a defining principle of life beneath the sea. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss new stories from the past and the present. Endurance is one of the least visible yet most critical qualities of a submarine. Once submerged, there is no easy way back. The crew lives and works in a sealed environment where air, water, and energy must be carefully managed. Oxygen is generated on board. Carbon dioxide is removed from the air. Fresh water is produced from seawater. Nothing is wasted. Everything is recycled. Space is limited. Privacy is almost non-existent. Bunks are shared between crew members on opposite shifts. Personal belongings are kept to a minimum. Despite this, order is absolute. Every system is monitored. Every routine is followed. Every responsibility is clear. Training prepares crews not just for technical challenges, but for psychological endurance. Weeks without sunlight, months without fresh air, long periods without direct contact with the outside world. Yet missions continue. The submarine moves silently through layers of water, adjusting depth, altering course, remaining unseen. This endurance allows submarines to remain on station long after surface ships must return to port. It allows patience to become a strategic asset. While events unfold above the surface, the submarine waits below, not reacting, not revealing itself, simply existing as a constant, silent presence. In modern naval strategy, this persistence matters as much as speed or firepower, because the true strength of a submarine is not in what it does openly, but in what it could do at any moment, and that possibility alone is often enough.